Hey guys, today I wanted to show you how to make wooden building blocks. This is a project I'm working on for a Christmas present for my kids, just with some scrap pieces of wood that I have laying around. I'll be giving it to my son specifically, but I bet my other kids will end up wanting to play with them just as much as he will. You can do this project with small scrap pieces of wood that you have laying around like I'm going to, or you can just go to your local hardware store. Either way, this project is free or really cheap. If you don't have any scrap pieces of wood laying around, the first thing that I would do is maybe ask a friend that you know and see if they might have some scrap pieces that they would just give to you. I do have a small pile of scrap pieces of wood that I've used for other projects, so I just decided to go through that and see if I could find anything that would work. I decided to pull out 2x4s and 2x2s that I had laying around and use those to make the blocks that my kids could play with. Once I got all the pieces out, I got my skill saw to make the cuts. I do wish I had a miter saw or a table saw. It would have made the project a lot faster, a lot easier. My cuts would have been better. But this is going to be completely fine for this small project that I'm doing. The first thing that I did was take that 2x4 and I wanted to make a square. So to make a square for a 2x4, that's 3.5 inches. I measured that out, cut it, and after that I just took one of those pieces and used it as something that I could copy and mark the rest of those pieces that I cut out. I also made 7-inch pieces and 14-inch pieces. That was because I wanted to make it so that if smaller blocks were being used to build, that they could still make something that the bigger blocks could be used for when the kids were building them. After I measured all of those out and got the square, the medium, and the large pieces cut for the 2x4 and the 2x2, it was time to sand those pieces. Since this is a children's toy, I wanted to make sure that all the pieces were very smooth and that no one playing with them could get a sliver or a splinter in them. I took time rounding out all the edges, making sure all the pieces and sides were flat and smooth, and really this is where I spent a lot of my time in the afternoon, was just making sure that they were exactly what they needed to be for a children's toy. I tried to do this out in the sun, but soon it started to snow and I had to move all the pieces back inside the garage and myself so that it would not get the wood pieces wet and make it harder to sand. Overall, I ended up in the 2x4 size with 20 smaller blocks, 12 medium, and 4 larger. In the 2x2 size, I got 12 smaller blocks, 13 medium, and 4 longer pieces. I really like the natural wood look of the blocks, and so all I did was wipe them off with a rag. Plus, since I figured toddlers and other kids would be playing with them, I figured that at some point it's going to end up in their mouth, and I don't want any stain, paint, or chemicals on them. I did want to make sure that all the edges that I did were flat and even, and that they could be used to build without falling over. So I quickly put something together and made sure that I could build something without it falling over. Overall, this project was completely free for me, cost me a few hours of my time in the afternoon, and I honestly think that it's going to be one of my kids' favorite Christmas gifts this year. And I think that my other kids will end up wanting to play with this a lot as well. If you have a kid that is creative, that likes to build, I think this would be a great gift to give them any time of the year, birthday, Christmas, or even if you just want to add some toys into their playroom. This is an easy one to get started with and something that your kids will enjoy for a very long time, as these wood blocks are not going to be able to be broken or damaged, and they'll keep them around and play with them, and this toy will actually get used as well. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, to like it, leave me a comment, and let me know if you want to see other things like this on our channel. And again, thanks for watching. See you later.